him.
All right, folks. Sorry about that. That issue that we were having was a little technical difficulty, is what we'll call it. But we're back, and let's hope that worked. We missed some laps, but I don't think, according to Jared, nothing really happened. Howie Briss has built about a 1.3 second gap over second place, who is actually Tom Mercier now.
Yes. Yeah, under this green flag run now, these guys really spreading out, and the tire game that we talked about, the guys that pitted last time, they've pulled away, and now that it's staying green, they're taking control of this race. And Howie Briss out here leading a bunch of laps, but Tom Mercier, Aaron Smith, Tony Hilbrands, they are actually slowly running him down. Howie did build about a 2-second lead, and now it's down to 1.1 seconds.
Yes, sir, and actually we're about at the halfway point in this race now. So, we'll see what these drivers can do. Let's take a look further back here. Quentin Warman, he is on older tires.
Yes.
So, he is starting
He
to kinda
definitely
fall
needs
off
a
here.
caution flag.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll see if that caution flag does fly. I think he's definitely going to be able to get back up there. But man, how about Tom Mercier? He
Yes.
started 21st and now up in the second position.
And that last lap, he gained 0.3 of a second on Howie Briss. So Tom Mercier definitely on the long run here. The strong car here. Looking to get this lead from Howie. It's going to be a matter of laps the way if it keeps continuing like this.
Yeah, for sure. So let's also look back here at Cole Freilich, who has kind of started to fall off a little bit now, currently in the 9th position, but he's holding on as best he can.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago we saw him up battling for the lead, and now he's 9 seconds back in the 9th position. And Sean Williams rounding out the top 10, who we also saw up there battling. Really, these three guys, and then Quentin Warman, who's 8th, over 5 seconds now behind Howie Briss.
Yeah, Howie's definitely doing a good job leading this race. He's having to get by a lap car here, and Tom again. Alright, so the gap that time was about 0.5 of a second. I want to see what it is this time.
Howie did drag in the wall when they were
yeah.
going by the lap car, but he gets out of the way.
Yeah, he's staying out of the way. Props to him for doing that. So let's see what the gap is between them this time by. Last time was about 0.5.
Yep.
And this time we'll see Tom runs a little bit higher there in the corner.
Yeah, and you can see him. They'll be able to get in the gas. He just visually is catching him on the center off.
Right. Gained about 1/10 of a second that time, so we'll see what he gains this time. See if he gains any more than he did that last lap.
Oh, Quentin Warman coming down pit road underneath green flag conditions here.
Oh, let's
Getting some tires.
take a look here. Yep, gonna get some fresh tires on that car. I'd say it's about time to
Yep.
to do
I think
that.
all those guys that pitted the first time, they're going to be pitting here. I think we're going to see Sam Rice come in this time by. There's going to be a few guys here trying to, they're in that window for that second pit stop now. Halfway through this race.
So Tom was able to close about 0.2 of a second on Howie that last time.
Oh, and he's got a big run coming off turn 2
yeah.
here. Here he comes for the lead. Wow.
Howie had to get out of the gas. I think he was pushing up towards the wall.
Wow.
Good opportunity for Tom. He's going to take the lead here at Atlanta.
What a run that was through 1 and 2. Howie, definitely slipped a little bit, but, Tom just kept that thing in the gas and got a great run off, too. Their new leader here in that Mose machine.
Yeah, for sure. Good job running him down, but Howie's not done yet. He's going to try to fight back, but looks like Tom's going to get a good run off the corner as we actually see the sun's kind of coming out a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see how that affects the conditions of the track. But, yeah, new leader, Tom Mercier. Tony Hilbrand's starting to run these guys down, currently in 3rd.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Tony's really running these guys down as well. Right there in the 3rd position.
Yeah, doing a good job getting up there, as well as Scott Schuer, currently in 5th.
Yep, Sean Williams coming down pit road under green. Nicholas Lavelle, he was running in the 6th position, coming down pit road.
And there he goes into his box. Here comes Sean Williams now down pit road. We'll see if he can get through nice and smooth. He rolls into his pit box. Same for James Miller coming down as well. Andrew Crine, Stephen Carter. Several guys coming down now for green flag pit
Wow.
stops.
Aaron Smith is going to have a penalty coming onto pit road. He just went through the grass coming onto pit road, missed the cone. That's really, really going to affect his race.
Man, that is not what Aaron Smith wanted to see. So we'll see if he does get that penalty. But let's take a look back here at the front. Tom Mercier pulling away with the lead. Gonna have to get by another lap car. That is the 94 machine. 90 laps complete here. 73 to go.
Yep, Howie Briss coming down pit road, one of our top runners. Everybody coming to get tires. I think this is just going to make the leaders, Tom and Tony, they're going to have to be pit really soon. They're just going to lose way too much time now that we're on a really long green flag run here.
Right. Yeah, Aaron definitely got a
Yeah.
penalty. You know, coming off a win last week, this is not what he wanted to see. Points leader as well, I believe. So this is definitely going to make things rough on him. Going to possibly go 2 laps down.
Yep, and you see Tom and Tony continue to stay out. Scott Shire there in third, staying out as well.
Spencer Ray comes down pit road. And we'll see. Tony was actually able to gain some on Tom there. So we'll see if they head to pit road this time. Yep, Tom's slowing down, and here he comes to pit road,
Yep.
and Tony Hilbrands will take over the lead.
Nice entry there for Tom coming onto pit road. Really smooth onto the pits.
Yeah, that was.
See a lot of these guys. I mean, this ARCA car, I've known on green flag pit stops, it's really hard to get this thing slowed down, and with the braking and the car braking sideways, and that's why we've seen really. I mean, this year, I remember back at Daytona, we saw a lot of problems, and same thing here today. A couple guys.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys with pit road issues at Daytona, but Tom here, Tony still staying out, and Tom now exiting his box. Looks like he's going to go a lap down here, but he should be able to make that up pretty quickly, especially once Tony pits. So Tony and Scott are staying out right now. And I believe Daniel... trying to see.
Yeah, the
I
87, he stayed out still.
believe it's the
And
top
he's
5.
being scored in third.
I believe it's
and
the
James
top 5 that
Colabully.
still need to. Yeah, I think it's the top 5 that still have to pit here. So we'll see how long they can go. Maybe they're trying to stay out to bed on a caution. We'll see how long they can go before they have to come down pit road.
Yeah, and I gotta think the longer that Tony stays out, I mean, he's just losing all kinds of time.
Right.
He might be able to make that up later on in the run, but he's gonna be really far behind Tom the longer he stays out here.
Yeah, if I were him, I'd go ahead and come to pit road. That way, the quicker you pit, the less time that you're losing to Tom, and therefore, the bigger, the closer the gap once Tom, when Tom gets by you, when you pit. So there you go. You see Howie Briss and Quentin Warman getting by Tony, and again, you can see how much of a difference fresh tires.
Oh, it's huge. It's
make.
huge here at this track.
And who else is that coming up? I think that's the number 10 machine.
Yeah,
Scott
and he was
Shire.
running in that 6th position before all this green flag cycle started, so he's having a really good run here today, running up in 6th. Haven't really talked about him much in the beginning part of this race. And he's, right behind Howie Briss and Quentin Warman right there.
Now here comes Tom. A good run on Tony. And I think Tony is, he's going to let him take the inside
Wow,
here.
I mean, Tony is just losing so much time. I cannot believe he's staying out still.
Yeah, I really can't either. Tom is going to be back on the lead lap now, and I'd say he's going to catch Tony in no time. So,
And the same thing, the 4 of Scott, he's staying out still.
he's getting passed
he's
now
only-
by Cole Freilich.
I think
Yeah.
I just heard Tony's going to be coming in this time by, so we'll see how he gets
Alright.
onto pit road here.
And, I mean, this could help him. I mean, he's going to have fresher tires on this next run, but, I mean, really don't know if it's going to matter that much.
I mean, when he comes off pit road here, he is going to be probably a half a lap behind Howie Briss, I would say. He's going to be really far behind him, but then he'll be quicker with his fresh tires now. But is it going to be, did he lose too much time to gain all that time back? It's going to be interesting to see that.
Yeah, for sure. And now you can see Tom coming around. Tony is in his box, just now putting the right sides on, and Tom is now exiting turn 4. So Tom's going to really build a gap on Tony. So I believe now Scott Shire coming to pit road. And it looks like Tom is going to cycle out to be in the lead. Going to pass Nicholas Lavelle here. And sorry. And Quentin Warman, actually, he's already pitted. He pitted before, a good while before these.
He was actually one of the first guys to pit.
Yeah, so I believe he's gonna be the leader, because I'm pretty sure Daniel Mosteller and Howie Briss. Now Howie Briss has pitted actually.
Yeah, Howie Briss is gonna be the leader once all this cycles through.
Yeah, so Daniel Mosteller, he still has to pit. He's staying out a little bit in that number 87 machine. And he will come to the lap 100 mark. 100 complete, 63 remain.
And yeah, now just look at the times. Tony Hilbrands is about 22 seconds behind Howie Briss from staying out as long as he did. So that is, big time he lost there with that strategy.
Yeah, for sure. That's really gonna hurt him, unless he can make that up throughout the race. Maybe we can get a caution that can help him. But yeah, it really. I mean, you can see the gap. I mean, the gap now between Howie Briss and Daniel Mosteller, 3.1 seconds. Now it's down to 3 seconds.
It's just going down so
2.
quick.
2.8, 2.7, 2.6. It's just really, it's hard to keep up with. So, I mean, Howie's going to really get by Daniel quickly here. Already the gap's now down to 1.9, 1.8. And Daniel is still staying out.
Still staying out. I mean, if he catches a caution right now, it'd be perfect time. He would need the caution
really
right
will.
now.
Yeah. He's going to have it on this lap pretty quickly here, because you can see the gap now 1 second, 9 tenths, 8 tenths, 7 tenths.
You might give the lead to Howie. Give it to him.
Yeah, just go ahead and give it to him. Here he goes. And Howie Briss now goes to the lead, getting by Daniel Mosteller with 60 laps to go this time.
Yeah, and I think we'll see the 87 come in this time by as he's slowing down big time. Come out of the apron. He's going to come down pit road.
And there he goes. Tom Mercier will move into the second position. It's actually blinking out a little bit, but he'll be in second. Howie Briss going to try and hold on to the lead here with Quentin Warman in third.
Yeah, I think with the tires, I think these guys still will have to pit, one more time probably. I don't know if they can make it on fuel or not. It'd probably be close, but I think they're just going to be wanting tires.
Yeah, I think so too. It could be close on fuel though. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it could be close. Let me change something here. So, actually, give me just 1 second, just trying to figure something out here. There we go. Let's look back here, further back in the field. Cole Freilich made his way back up to the 5th position. And we'll see if he's got enough time to get back up to the front.
Yeah, he's got about 9 seconds right now to make up if he's going to get to the front. It's a lot of time. here, but still a top 5 run, starting 18th, got him up to 5th. We saw him up in the top 5 basically this whole race since he got up there. I think a lot of these guys back here, Sean Williams, James Miller has made a nice comeback from all the troubles he's had in the beginning of this race. But these guys definitely looking for a caution flag, multiple seconds behind our leader right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, James Miller, he really has done a good job with
with that damage.
Getting that car fixed and, getting back up here running inside the top 10 now. You got to be impressed with the performances that he's put up these first 3 races.
Yeah, absolutely. And today is definitely probably the most impressive just because of all the trouble he's been in and to still come back from it and still run good. And he's not far from being in the top 5. I mean, Cole Frelick's right there in front of him. He can get there. So, yeah, good race here. Good comeback here. If he can get a caution flag, he might still have a shot at this thing.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, that caution could still come. We've got 55 laps to go. That's plenty of time for there to be a caution.
Got a little bit of a battle for the 3rd position. The 10 of Nicholas Lavelle has caught Quentin Warman and has a nice run on him here through 1 and 2. Trying to make the pass for 3rd.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about Nicholas much throughout the race, but, I mean, he's put himself up here looking to get inside the top 3. I'd say it's a job well done so far.
Yeah, you see the 7 really can't keep that car on the bottom line, it looks like. I think he was the first guy to make the green flag pit stop, so he might have a little bit older tires than the rest of these guys. And Nicholas trying to get that spot. He's going to have a good run here through 1 and 2, maybe.
And we'll have a run down the back. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough to get to the inside. Not quite yet through the corner. But he's going to continue to try. Cole Frelick about 6.5 seconds behind them. Looking to see if he can catch up and be a part of this battle.
Yeah, long way to go for them guys. Really, that's the battle on the race. Oh, we got a yellow. Let's see who it is.
See, I think it was Sam Rice.
Oh, it is.
It was.
49.
Oh, man. All right, that's going to change things. Let's go to the replay here and figure out how this happened.
Yeah, that is really not the caution flag Tom Mercier wanted to see, I think. And this race was looking really good for him, and now it's completely changed.
All right, let's see what happened. Let's see here. Just looks like Sam kind of pushes up the track, and that's...
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, to be honest.
Yeah, Scott was a lot quicker, and I think he just was trying to go to the outside, and Sam maybe slipped just a little bit, and Scott misjudged it and just ran to the back of him.
Yeah, I think you're right, and Sam locks it down, and...
Not too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look like too hard of an impact with the wall, but certainly enough to bring out a caution, and that's definitely going to change things.
Yeah, there was a couple of guys, like those top 2, Howie Briss, Tom, I think they were satisfied with this going green, but everybody 3rd on back, they love to see this caution flag. They're back in the game.
Yeah, for sure, and you talked about, guys like James Miller, Cole Frelick. This is what they wanted to see.
Absolutely.
So
one thing to point out here, Aaron Smith is going to get the free pass. That's pretty big because we know he's got speed. He had that mistake on pit road, so we put Aaron Smith back on the lead lap here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see if he can do anything here. And Quentin Warman, he's going to be back up in contention now. This is going to put a lot of fast drivers back in contention to potentially win this race. So Howie Briss is going to win the race off pit road. And I believe Quentin Warman will be second. Actually, Colby Kersey, did he stay out? I think he may have.
So he may have right now.
Kind of looks like he did. But,
yeah, we'll see if he's staying out, maybe get a lap let or something.
Yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I would think too. Because if he stays out here, we're about to be 3-4 wide going into turn 1.
Yeah, that's not going to be a very good situation. Yeah, I think, I think it was just to get that lap led. So he's going to come down pit road, get 4 fresh tires. And now Howie Briss will be the official new leader of the race.
Yeah, and now with Quentin there, I think the 7 on equal tires, he's probably the fastest car here tonight. And now that he's on equal tires, everybody, watch out for him. I think he's gonna be the one to
For
beat
sure.
here.
I think it's about time we talk to Quentin. Let's try to get him up here.
It's like I actually don't see him in the Discord.
Uh, yeah, neither do I. Alright, let's see. Who else can we get up here?
How about James Miller?
Yeah.
He's been through a lot. I'd like to know how he's
Yeah,
feeling.
for sure.
All right, I'm moving him now.
Alright.
What? You cut out there. They did what?
Hey, James Miller, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, I got you, guys.
Alright, man, so, yeah, you've had an up and down night, caught up in a wreck early on, but you've been able to, rally back up, and now you're inside the top 10. So, how's your car handling for you throughout the race?
Yeah, surprisingly handled pretty good after hitting that inside wall. Wasn't really sure how that was gonna go, but I'm pulling along, just trying to manage tires here. And yeah, like you said, finally got up to the front a little closer back to where we started. So hopefully we can kind of stay around here and save some tires for the end and give them a run.
Yeah, man. So these past 2 races, you've been a threat to potentially win both. You just haven't quite been able to get it done, but you have been putting up good finishes. So what's your plan going to be for the rest of this race?
I'm not really sure. I'll admit I'm not the best at mile and a half, so just hoping for another good finish here.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time and good luck on this restart, man. Go get him.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
he must have that car all fixed up, so it's good. It's good for him, and see if he can get it here.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be one to watch here. Is now the field in the hands of Howie Briss as we come to the green flag. Not very many laps to go here, so we'll see what happens. Pace truck pulling off, and we are back green. Tony Hilbrandts gets a good jump on the restart.
Yeah, but Cole Fralick, now Quentin's on that outside line. If he can't, if Cole Fralick can fill the bottom there, get Quentin down there. But I think Quentin's gonna have a spot here to get in line. But no, Tom kind of hits the apron a little bit, gets a little sideways, and they're still side by side down the back. Howie Briss pulling away.
Yeah, Quentin Warman able to get a good run down the front straightaway. We'll see if it's enough to get by Tom.
Oh,
and it
contact in the back. Michael
Oh.
Keithley's around hard on the inside wall, or
is.
outside
Michael
wall.
Keithley.
But he got turned going into
Oh,
3, it
yeah.
looked like there.
Oh yeah, not a good situation for Michael Keithley. Let's go to the replay. Oh, and he's still trying to keep the car under control here. All right.
Yeah, they were 3 wide, Hayes, and it just looked like, again, kind of like what we saw earlier with the wreck over here, just 3 wide, guys drifting up, and some contact. Might have been a little net code in this situation a little bit, but Keithley nonetheless goes around and into the wall.
Yeah, they got 3 wide, and it looked like Sam in the 99. 99 kind of moves up to try to avoid Sam, and yep, net code. I'd say, yeah, that was definitely net code, and Keithley goes up into the wall and spins it around again. Front end hits the wall.
Yeah,
Definitely,
definitely damage on both ends of the car here.
Right.
So you have to get that down there and get that fixed.
Appears to be mostly on the back end, which he should be able to get that fixed, but that is some significant damage to that car. Cautions breed cautions, I think.
Yeah, on these restarts, and now that we're getting down to the end of this thing, about 45 laps to go or so, I feel like it's just gonna, kind of keep being like that if these guys have these restarts like that.
Right, it is. Late in the race, these guys are gonna start being aggressive. So,
Yep.
under caution once again here from the virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway. Folks, we're going to take a little caution break here, but don't worry, we will get right back to you with the action here momentarily. Alright folks, we are back. We're going to be restarting with 43 laps to go here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Going to be going green this time by Howie Briss. Once again in control of the field here.
Yep, we'll see if he can continue that here on this restart here. Controlling the restart's so important here. Tom Mercier in third. Let's see if he can get advantage and time this right and get by Quentin Pace. Truck's about ready to pull on off here. Howie Briss been leading a lot of this race. Going to bring him out of the green once again. Green flag's back out here at Atlanta. We're underway with just about 42 laps to go now.
Yes, sir. Howie Briss with a good jump. Tom Mercier gets to the inside of Quentin Warman. We'll see if he's able to clear him here, but Quentin, it looks like he's setting up for a good run here off the corner. Going to get Howie's draft. Tom staying strong here, actually. He's able to stay side by side with Quentin.
Yeah, and if Tom can hold it on the bottom here, he might be able to clear him. But wow, they're really catching Howie Briss. He goes way up the racetrack there in front of him.
Got loose there.
Oh, man, Cole got really close to Quentin there coming through the tri-oval there.
Man, it is getting dicey.
What a battle.
Here. It is getting really dicey as
Cole
Frelick up the
sideways. What a
track.
save. Into the he gets in the wall.
Oh, and now James Miller sideways on the bottom. He's going to keep it straight. Cole goes back down the track. That might actually... Oh, man, they kept that shot. Oh, he's coming back up, and he's going to get into the 25. 25 goes around.
Wow.
Oh, that's big. Oh,
he was
gosh.
Man, the 25 of Andrew Crime was just an innocent bystander there with Cole just really trying to save the car.
All right, we got a good bit to look
There's
at here.
Let's
go
lot
to
to look at there. Oh my gosh.
Let's go to the replay and figure out how this all started.
Yeah, it was crazy. Cole just snapped sideways out of nowhere when they were racing up front for the lead,
All right,
and I
so
thought he made a good save.
yeah, he just lost it, and then he immediately, counter steers up the track, and you can see here he gets into the wall. James Miller behind him actually gets loose off the corner as well. They're both able to keep it straight. James actually does a good job
Yes.
keeping it off the wall. And you can see Cole comes back. He's still trying to gather his car,
Wow.
but he gets sideways again. And comes back down the track here. I saw him and then it went off screen. I thought he was going to get into James. So James comes back up. And then, see, the 25 is coming up here. And Cole is coming back up the track. So they're all trying to go high and miss him. And
Basically, a lot happened on that straightaway.
Right, yeah.
there was a lot that
Oh
went
yeah,
on
that
there.
was some netcode right there. I think some significant netcode in the 25. Backs into the wall and the front end comes back around and hits
Oh
the
wow,
wall.
yeah, that was a
Oh, he
lot of
gets
net code there. Holy
Hit
cow!
by Nicholas Caressel, goes around. At this point, he's just locked up the brakes. Really, all you can do at that point.
Yeah.
And spins it around. That brings out another caution.
Yeah, definitely quite a few here tonight now, and yeah, that was definitely some
Yeah.
huge net code there. When Cole got back on the racetrack, I mean, he was nowhere near the 25, and he still got involved there.
Yeah, not a good situation for those guys. So, what do you say we get Howie up in here?
Yeah. He's at the bottom. There you go.
Hey, Howie, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Alright, so you've been able to hold on to the lead pretty well. You got a fast car. These cautions just continue to fall, man. So how's the race gone for you so far?
Tires are the game here. If you can save the tires, you're pretty much the winner here. That's kind of my goal. I don't know if we're gonna be good on tires because Don's pretty fast. Quint, he's pretty fast as well. I don't know about Sean, but yeah, those two guys I gotta beat right now, and so far we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, man, for sure. So, like I said, cautions continue to fall. They're definitely helping you, with holding on to the lead. But, how's your car been handling? We saw some drivers, early in the run getting loose and getting tight. How's it been handling for you?
The last green flag run felt pretty good. Started to get tight towards the end of the run now, and just a bit loose. But I think the tires just need to settle in a bit, and then just be able to get out there.
Yeah, man. So, Jared, you got anything you
Yeah,
want to say?
yeah. The only thing I want to know, Howie, is with these cautions that you're having here, we got about 30, 35 laps to go. So, do you want this thing to have a lot of cautions, or would you like to see it go green? Or how do you feel more comfortable with the short run or the long run here tonight?
I think I would probably like one more caution with about 20 to go because that's my secret plan. That's code T.
All right, a secret plan that you just told the entire broadcast and the chat. So there we go.
They don't know about it yet. They don't know about it. So don't worry. That is the disguise plan. That is plan T. We don't know what the other plan is, folks.
Okay, well, stay tuned then.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time. Good luck on the restart, and good luck in the rest of the race.
All right, good luck,
Yeah,
Howie.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Alrighty, so we'll see what Howie can do here. We'll see if his plan works. As the lights are off on the pace truck. Now Howie Briss and Tom Mercier are making up the front row. Pace truck pulling off into the restart zone. We're back green here. And he gets a good jump there. Entering turn one, but Tom Mercier coming up
man.
behind him. And
Tom's still
Quentin
having a little bit of blinking issues there, but he gets a good restart there in second. But here comes Quentin.
Quentin now to the inside, trying to see if he can get by Tom, and it can't. I wouldn't want to be in Quentin's position, at least not right now, because it can definitely be hard battling somebody when they're blinking really bad.
Yeah, it's super, super distracting, too, when you're driving around that, too. It's very hard to tell where the car is, and right now it's actually probably the worst it's been all race, as you see him disappear here a couple more times. But, oh, man, Quentin gets a little sideways there as he clips the apron coming off, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, they're making some contact back there. That's Spencer Ray and
Wow.
can't tell who else, but they're making some contact there.
Oh, and they're hitting again. That's
Oh,
Steven
man.
Carter.
Yes, Steven Carter, and now they're going 3 wide. Hold on to it, boys. Oh, man.
Scott gets out of here. Comes Cole Fralick down to the grass almost.
Yeah, I don't blame
fast.
Scott for getting out of that. I'd get out of it, too, if I were him. Now, Quentin Warman clear of Tom Mercier. Now he's going to try to run down Howie Briss, and like you said, on equal tires, he is fast.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be tough for Howie to hold him off. I think Howie said he wants a caution in about 20 laps. Well, you better get going if he's got Quentin all over the back bumper of him right now.
Oh, yeah, he's got a good run here down the front stretch. Now he's looking to the inside. Not quite able to make it happen that
Howie
time.
shuts the door.
Howie does shut the door, but you can see Quentin. Oh, he's actually a little bit loose off that corner. But he will have another run here down the straightaway. Oh, not quite there, actually. But he's going to try to arc it down here through the corner, and it actually does look like he will have a run coming down the front straightaways. We come to 33 laps to go.
Yep, getting down to the end of it here. It's been a long race here, and now we just got about, you said 33 laps to go. And it's a battle for the lead right here as these guys put on a show up front. Sean Williams in third, Tony Hilbrand's, Tom Mercy, your top 5 here.
Yeah, and we'll see if Sean has anything for these guys. They will start battling at some point. We'll see if Sean can take advantage of that, and who knows, maybe take the lead and try to drive away with it. But until then, if that does happen, we do have these two battling right here, and you can tell Quentin is, it does appear to be faster than Howie, sorry. He's just got to wait for the right time to make the move.
Yeah, he can cut that car really good there through 1 and 2, but Howie gets a decent run off the corner. It's going to be hard to pass him though. If he gets to the inside though, I think it's going to be tough to hold him off as well. So yeah, you can see him trying to get the run through the center off. Has a nice run here through 3 and 4.
Yeah, he gets a really good run there. He's able to get to the inside of Howie, and I think this is going to be where he gets it.
Oh man, that is close.
Woo! I think he got as close as he could to Howie without touching him.
I was just about to say, I'm going to be interested to see how Howie races him here.
Right.
And he gets really sideways off the corner. I think Quentin's going to clear me. Yes, he
Clears
does.
him. Quentin Warman back to the lead, coming to 30 laps to go. Now
Yeah, we saw Sean Williams earlier. We were talking about if he had a chance to win. When he wanted to race and pushed early, he did take the lead for about 3 seconds, and then he gave it right back up. So I don't know. I think Sean Williams might have something for these guys. Oh, how he hits flips the apron right in front of these guys. Gets sideways, makes a good save though.
That's exactly what Quentin wanted to see. I'll tell you what. And
yeah, a little breathing room.
if Quentin does, get the win here, that'd be 2 wins in the first 3 races.
Yes.
I mean, that's impressive right there. And I mean,
He's starting to show he's going to be a contender through this whole season if he can get 2 out of 3 to start the season off.
And I mean, I'm a kid myself, but he's younger than I am, and seeing him with the performances that he's putting up, making me jealous. And now Tom Mercier actually down to the inside.
Here he comes. Yeah, I wouldn't count Tom out of this for sure. We saw him have the long run speed. If this thing stays green, he might be the guy to watch here on this long run. He knows how to save the tires. He's been doing this for a long time. We talk about the young kids here. Well, Tom's been doing this for a long time. So not calling you old, Tom, but yeah, he's out there. He's got a lot of experience with saving the tires, and I think he could be a threat here at the end of this thing.
Yeah, for sure. Moving up to P3 now. We saw him leading a little bit earlier in the race. We see Cole Fralick actually in the wall further back. He's able to keep it straight. But
yeah, his race has really gone downhill.
yeah, for sure. But we have this 4-car pack with Tom Mercier, Sean Williams, Tony Hilbrand, and Nicholas Lavelle, all trying to see if they can put up a fight with Howie and Quentin.
Oh, wow. Big run here for the 10 as he goes underneath Tony Hilbrand's. Looking for that. This is for 5th right here.
Yeah, he got a good run there off of turn 2. And it looks like, yep, he's able to do it. Tony kind of backs off there, trying to back up his corner. And Nicholas Lavelle will take
nice
that 5th
pass.
position. Meanwhile, Quentin Warman, 26 laps remaining. He's got about a half a second lead over Howie Briss.
And he is not saving tires at all, I don't think. I mean,
No.
he is definitely putting it down, pulling away here from Howie. And, oh, man, Tom right behind him using all the racetrack there. Coming off turn 2, almost gets in the wall.
And again, like you were saying, a lot of these more experienced guys, they know how to conserve their tires. And, 25 laps to go, that could benefit them later in this run if Quentin isn't saving his tires.
Man, these guys right behind Tom, though, they're all over each other. We got about four drivers right here. The 10 of Nicholas Lavelle looking. Now he's got a good run on Sean Williams trying to get that spot. Not quite this time.
I had somebody else in the wall back there. Not quite sure who that was, but I believe they are keeping it straight.
Oh, he's coming. Oh, it's Colby Kersey
Colby
on the
Kersey.
racetrack.
It's 24
Does save
laps
it.
remaining. Tom Mercier about 9/10 of a second behind Quentin
Look at this
Warman.
battle. Right
About
behind Tom,
3/10,
side by
right
side.
behind him. Nicholas Lavelle going to move up to the 4th position, getting by Sean Williams. Like I said, we haven't talked about him much this season, but he is fast tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And makes the pass on Sean. Oh, Tony Hilbrands, I thought was going to just drive right into the left rear corner panel there. Does not, but now he's got to run on Sean Williams. Trying to get 2 and 1. Think he's just going to get Sean here, though. Here comes Tony Hilbrands.
Yeah, it does look like it. Yes, he will. And Tom is still closing in. He's actually
Yes, he
gained.
is.
Tell you what, he's actually gained on Quentin as well. I want to see. All right, let's take a look at what the gap is this time by, and we'll see how much he gains that lap on Quentin.
I'm liking the 68 car.
I am
He's
too.
looking good on these old tires. Coming to be 20 to go here, 21, 22 to go.
Yep,
And
9
he is-
tenths. 9/10 of a second that time by. We'll see if he closes at all. He did the lap before.
He's definitely closing on Howie, but he's got to get by Howie really quick here. He can't mess around racing him
Right.
if he's going to catch Quentin.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do it. He's gonna have to make his move, and he's gonna have to make it fast if he wants a shot at catching Quentin Warman. And he is doing a good job keeping the gap at about 9/10 of a second. That's what it is now this time by. So pretty much the same as it was last lap. So he is doing, he's doing a good job keeping the gap, keeping it like it is. But I think that's what he's doing. He's getting a wide arc on entry, trying to do what he can to conserve those tires.
Oh, Howie had to get out of the gas. He got
Yeah, he
really
did.
tied off, too, and now Tom is there. I was just about to mention, Hayes, this last lap, those top 3 all were within 5/1000ths of a second of each other on the lap times.
Wow.
Just shows how close and how competitive these guys are up front here.
Yeah, it really does. Now Tom, he's got to try to get to the inside at some point. We've got 20 laps to go. Not a long way at all at this racetrack. Tom entering
I like
in the
that
middle.
line. He's going to have a good run
Yeah.
here. Good run off, too.
Gets a good arc through the entry. Going to be able to pull a crossover. Gets to the inside. Try to side draft him here down the back straightaway. And I think this is going to be where he gets him. How he's going to try to fight him on the outside.
And he is. He's going to stay on that outside line. This is exactly what Quentin wants to see is these guys racing side by side right behind
Oh
him.
yeah, and Howie might actually be able to clear Tom on that outside. Like I said earlier in the race, you can get a good run through the tri-oval on that outside lane.
Yep.
Tom is trying here. The last thing
Oh,
he
man.
wants to do is battle
And
like
this
this.
is absolutely frustrating him, too, how he raced him like that.
Right. Yeah, I know it would frustrate me. You faster than the guy, and he's holding you up, but
But you're racing for second place with 20 laps to
Yeah.
go, so I can't blame Howie there as well.
yeah, I mean, that's
gonna-
one way to see it, but at the same time, I feel like Howie's got to think big picture here.
Yeah.
That doing that isn't going to help either one of them, win the race. So I feel like if I were him, I'd, back off, get in line, and follow Tom and see if he can.
Oh, man, here comes the 10 now, and everybody. Tony, Sean,
they're all
Sam,
coming
all
up.
of them.
They're all coming up. Tom is still trying to clear Howie. He might do it here. No, Howie is still
Oh,
on
man,
his corner
Howie
panel.
is... I mean, he's slowing him up, but he's doing a good job defending. But, man, these guys... It ain't going to be long before Tom gets annoyed with that.
Yeah. So Tom's driving it in hard now, trying to clear him, and he actually does there.
I think he might. He slides up in front of him. There you go.
There you go. So he's able to clear Howie. Now, about 1.2 seconds back.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, but he has time to do it. That gap can be made up in 16 laps. The question is, will it be made up in 16
Oh,
laps?
here comes Tony Hilbrand's looking to the inside of Nicholas here.
Yeah. I tell you what, though. I don't know if you have. I know you've known Tom a lot longer than I have, but I've never seen him win. And, seeing... That's no offense to Tom. I'm just saying. I've never seen him win a race. And seeing... winning this race, that would be awesome for Tom.
Yeah, absolutely.
So coming to 15 to go, he is cutting the gap down a little bit, 1.1 seconds now, coming by the start-finish line.
Let's see if he gains anything here.
Yeah, gap that time
Yeah, he gained a
1.1.
10th.
Gap that time
And if he
1.1
gains-
seconds. So we'll see if he gains any this time. He actually, I believe, is 1.0 now.
Oh, man. If he gains a 10th a lap, it's going to be a good finish here.
Yeah, for sure. 9/10 of a second through the corner there. Quentin actually pulls away some through the corner, but Tom is going to gain a little bit off. He gained about 0.2 of a second that time.
Oh, yeah, he's coming.
He is definitely gaining. And I tell you what, the more he pulls away from Howie, the better. You don't want that air from behind, holding you up. He's definitely, I think he's gaining most of his ground through 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's all about that line. I mean, we've seen,
Right.
I've noticed Tom, he's kind of like entering on the second lane, then driving down into the banking, and it seems to be working. And, man, right behind them, Tony Hilbrands and Nicholas Bell still continuing to race for that 4th position. Side by side there down the front stretch.
Yeah, so he's gaining a 10th a lap, and he's 0.8 back.
Yeah,
so
he's going to be there.
he does have time to catch Quentin. Question is, can he keep
And you
this
got to
speed
pass
up?
him.
Yeah, that, like they've said, during real life NASCAR races, catching a guy is one thing, passing him is a whole other
Absolutely.
ordeal. So Tom's now cutting it down to 0.7 of a second. And the question is, can he keep this speed up for the next 12 laps?
And he gains another 10th of a second there, Hayes, down to 0.7 of a second.
I tell you what, if he can get to Quentin's bumper and get to his inside, maybe it's going to be a good finish here.
Yes.
And Tom, that would be a big win for him, and getting a good win for Moe's, that delicious restaurant. 0.6 of a second there. He is hooking that bottom.
Yes.
Gonna get a good exit off the corner. He is cutting it down. 0.61 that time by. 11
yeah.
laps to go. I tell you what, if I'm Quentin, I'm gonna start mirror driving here soon.
And this is, now I was just about to say, this is when, if I'm him, you got to try. I know you see that big black car coming up, quick behind your mirror, but you got to look out front. You got to make sure you hit your marks, run the
Right.
line. You've been doing good all race. Oh, and Tom just hit the wall
Did he?
going into 3.
I think it was just a little tag. He should be okay.
Oh my goodness, he was trying to take a little bit of a wide arc there.
Hey, he
And I
still
don't
gained
know
a
if
10th
that-
of a second.
That's crazy.
10 to go here from Atlanta. The gap is now half a second between Quentin Warman and Tom Mercier. And the thing is, depending on when Tom catches Quentin, if they can get side by side, that might leave the door open for Nicholas and the guys behind.
Yes.
It just depends on when Tom catches Quentin and if they can get side by side. 0.3 of a second is the gap.
Oh man, yeah.
9 laps to go. Into the corner, Tom again entering through the middle, arcing it down really well to the bottom, getting that good run off down the back straightaway. And that's where he's really cutting the gap down. Oh, we got someone sideways back there.
Oh,
let me see
Sean
who that
Williams,
was.
Sam
No, that's
Rice,
Sam
maybe?
Rice. I thought he was gonna go spinning. No, he's gonna keep it straight though. Yeah, let's not have a caution.
Yeah, this is going to be a good finish here. 8 laps to go. Tom is there. It's down to 2/10.
8 remaining. He's about 2-3 car lengths behind Quentin now. He's gonna once again enter the corner, get that good arc. He
Yeah,
gets a
third
good
place
run.
is still over a second back. It's in between these two guys. He's got a good run down the back.
Good run down the back straightaway. 1/10 of a second is the gap now. He is right there behind Quentin. I heard somebody, I'm not sure who that was, got into the wall.
Oh,
I
it's
think
going to
they
be
kept it
so
short.
hard for him to hold him off. He is so good on the center off, but he's going to go try to the outside here.
7 laps to go for the number 7, but the 68 is right there in tow. I'll tell you what, with the runs that Tom is getting, he should be able to
Wow,
get to his
look at
inside.
that.
He's going to have a good run here, but he's...
Oh,
Oh,
he's
no!
going to have to let off here. He's got to let off. Keep out of the wall,
yeah.
at least.
He had to check up there. He didn't want to hit Quentin. That's a respectable
That was a
move
good
right there.
break for Quentin. Now it's a couple laps now. He can stay up in front of him with a
Yeah.
little bit of a gap.
He had to, Tom had to back off and go high. Otherwise, he probably would have gotten into Quentin and spun him out. So,
6
good
to
job
go.
by Tom avoiding that. But he's got time to come back. All right, so 2/10 of a second, the gap was built back up to, but I don't think that advantage in 1 and 2 is going anywhere.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. He's coming back.
Actually, the gap's now about 9/10 of a second between these two and third place of Nicholas Lavelle. He is there to pounce if anything goes wrong between these two.
Oh, I think Tom's got him here. He
Tom's
goes to the
gonna
inside.
get-
He's got to run.
Gonna peek his nose to the inside.
Oh,
Quinn's
he
gonna throw the
blocked
block.
him.
5 laps to
Clips
go.
the
Quinn
grass.
goes into the grass, blocking him all the way down. 5 laps to go.
I
Tom
think Tom
enters
might
on
just
the
try the
middle.
second line here.
I think you're right. He's gonna have a
Oh, we
good
know
run.
what? Wall. He's got the
Oh, and he
lifting.
goes
Oh, he's
up.
in the
Oh
wall.
no!
Just
Oh,
a
he's
scrape.
good. He's good. Yeah, like you said, just a scrape. He's gonna lose some time. Gonna lose some time,
Man,
but
what
he's
a
coming
race.
back. 6/10 of a second now. Nicholas Lavelle is gaining, and so is everybody else. They may become
the
a part of this battle.
The more time that Tom spends trying to get by him, these other two are going to be right there.
4 to go. Tom's coming back. He's not done yet.
He keeps trying to run a little bit higher here, but that car pushes off the corner.
Yeah, it's
He's
really
going to have to
starting
be a little
push
patient
now.
with the throttle here.
Yeah, and at
That
this
was a better corner
at this
there.
point, at this point in the race, the last thing you want to do is be patient with the throttle.
You kind of have to, though. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird with this track.
Yeah, it really is. He's still there on the bumper. He's still got an opportunity, and like I said, these guys are really gaining, and I think they've been able to save their tires a little bit.
Oh, man. Yeah, if Tom doesn't get by him here in this next lap or two, the 10's going to be there.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to make a move
3
here
to
quick.
go.
He's got 3 laps to get it done. He's coming to the outside now.
Now
This
we've
is
seen this. We've seen him. Oh, he's going to slide up in front of him.
oh, it's getting really close. I tell you what, this is the battle between the veteran and the kid. I think is what we can call that.
Well, we got a 4-car battle now, Hayes. They are
Oh,
joining
yeah.
this battle.
Tony Hilbrands,
We're getting
Nicholas
ready
Lavelle.
we are getting ready for one heck of an Atlanta finish here. 2 laps to go.
2 laps remaining for Quentin Warman, but he's got these 3 guys coming up behind him.
Oh,
Do
man.
Tony Hilbrands and Nicholas Lavelle have time to make something happen? Tom is trying so hard. He's not giving up on that outside lane. It is
He
working
is
for
so
him.
good in 1 and 2 here. He's going to be able to cut low here. He's
He
got to make
does
a
have
quick
a
move
run.
here.
He does have a run. He's
He's
going to
gonna
the
block
inside.
him.
Quentin's trying to block. He's blocking him all the way down to the bottom, but Tom has that inside lane. We'll see
I
if
think
it's
he's got
good
it.
enough to clear him here. Oh, and he gets
Oh!
into him. They make contact. Tom has to really check up. Oh, and he's going to get loose. That
Oh,
might be
wow.
it for
That
him.
might be the race there.
I think it is. White flag waves for Quentin Warman. He was able to get a good
Unbelievable.
run off the top. Yeah, that's going to be it. Oh, man, Tom went for it. The car was pushing so much, he just couldn't.
Yeah, he
Make it
pinched,
happen.
he did what that was a great move there by the 10,
Oh, and
the
they are
7.
continuing
it's
the
gonna be a great
battle.
battle for second. They're
going
going to be
3
3 wide
wide.
going.
Trying to battle hard for second. The 10's going to try to take it from Tom, and so is Tony.
Oh, don't
But
turn him, don't turn him.
Up at the front, out of 4. 2 wins in the first 3
Yes.
races. Quentin Warman takes it in Atlanta.
What a that was
Oh,
some
man.
great defensive driving there by
Yeah,
Quentin.
that
That was incredible.
Really good job by Quentin. Great race. That was
What a
lot of
race.
fun
That
to
was an
watch.
amazing race right
yeah,
there.
that was awesome. And you know what? Tom gave it all he
Ah.
had. He put all of it out there, and he doesn't come home with the win. But I mean, a top 5, I mean, that's still a good finish. But you know he wanted that win, but hey, that's great effort by Tom and great effort by Nicholas, who gets second, and Tony Hilbrands ends up third. Great job by all the drivers. And Quentin Warman brings home the victory here tonight.
Awesome job.
One
Awesome.
Daytona, and now he wins Atlanta. 2 wins in the first 3 races, and he's going to burn it down here on the front straightaway. I tell you what, this 12 years old, I mean, and he's already won 2 of the first 3 races. Like, that should say a lot.
Yep. The way he held off Tom there over and over and over again.
Right.
And Tom was, he raced clean too. They raced clean. They maybe touched a little bit there in 3 and 4, but that's 2 laps to go coming to the white flag, and that was some good stuff there we saw.
Yeah, for sure. So we will get your driver interviews in here. We will start off with Tony Hilbrands,
All right, here again.
who finished 3rd. Let's get him up in the booth. Alrighty.
Yo.
Alright, Tony, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alright, man, so you had you and Nicholas had a good view of that battle between Tom and Quentin, and on the last lap into turn 3, you were able to take that position and come home with the podium. How does it feel?
Great. I am actually surprised I beat Tom to the line there. I was actually hoping to get by all of them, but Lavelle blocked me for a few laps there pretty hard, and it killed my right front, so I didn't have the run. But I'm glad with the 3rd. It's gonna help out in the points a lot, especially going into Southern National next week.
Yeah, man. So we saw a lot of guys, especially late in the run. The cars were really pushing tight, and the tire wear was a big factor. So how did all that handle for you?
Oh, tires were huge. I was just saving on the long runs when we got them early on, and by the end of the run, I was picking people off, which is what I was gonna do at the end there until Lavelle was racing me hard, like I said. But it still ended up working out. Got 3rd.
Yeah, man. So do you have anybody you want to thank for this finish?
You guys for broadcasting, all the fans for coming out. Thanks for coming back in. I saw that you had issues. Hopefully, I'm glad that got fixed. And then everybody else who runs every week. It's nice having all of you here.
Yeah, man. So I think that's it. Thank you for your time, man, and we'll see you next week. Congrats on this podium finish.
Thanks, and see you guys.
Alrighty.
All right, I don't see Nicholas in the Discord, but we do have the winner, Quentin Warman's in here, so we'll pull Quentin up
Alrighty.
here.
Gonna get Quentin up in here.
And here he is.
Hey, Quentin, it's Hayes and Jared in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yep.
All right, so I'm kind of speechless, to be honest with you. I mean, you win Daytona, and you win 2 of the first 3 races. I mean, you've put up some really good performances, and you were definitely one of, if not the fastest driver throughout this race. So, how does it feel to bring home the win tonight?
Feels great to get back the points lead, to be honest.
Yeah, man. So, how did the car? We heard from some drivers, the car was really loose on the short run. On the long run, it was pushing really tight. And we saw that with Tom when you were battling with him. But how was the car handling for you?
Yeah, I killed my tires on the final run. My car was a freaking plow box. Somehow I was able to hold off Tom, though. I think it all happened because coming to the white flag, we doored in turn 3.
Yeah, man. So, next week we head to Southern National. A completely different track from where we raced at tonight. So, what are your plans heading into that race?
My plans for that race are to get another win.
All right, that's what I like to hear, man. And finally, do you have anybody you want to thank for this win tonight?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time, man, and congrats on this win. We'll see you next week.
Alright, thank you.
Alrighty. Quentin Warman, driver the number 7, brings home the victory tonight. Jared, what do you have to say about this race?
Yeah, just what a finish. I mean, I am just really impressed with the kid that, he held all those guys off, especially Tom. I mean, multiple times it was clear as day that Tom was the faster car at the end of the race, and he just drove a really good defensive race there those
Yeah.
last, 8 laps or so. Really good drive there for him, and then man, for a little bit there, we wasn't sure who was going to win because Tony
Right.
and Nicholas caught them. I wish Nicholas could be here to get a word with him, but good run for him. Though we just want to mention that he finished second here tonight, and drove a great race starting in 20th, coming to second. But yeah, I thought we saw a great race. Atlanta's always puts on good racing, and we saw one heck of a finish there at the end of this thing. So it was definitely a good one for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So finally, we will run through the race results here tonight. And there they are up on your screen. Quentin Warman takes home another victory here. 2 of the first 3 races go to Quentin, so great job by him. Finishing a tenth of a second behind is the number 10 of Nicholas Lavelle. Tony Hilbrands will finish in 3rd. Tom Mercier, he gave it all he had, but he comes home in 4th. And Howie Briss rounds out the top 5. And then we have Sean Williams. We saw him up there. He led, I think, a lap or 2 earlier in the race, and he brings home a 6th place finish. Aaron Smith, last week's winner and points leader, brings home 7th. James Miller, another good finish for him, brings home a top 10 in 8th. Sam Rice, 9th. And Spencer Ray, after wrecking early on, brings home a top 10 in the 10th position.
Yep, Stephen Carter started 11th. We'll finish 11th here tonight. Scott Cole Freilich, who we saw up front a lot in this race, kind of struggled there towards the end, got in a wreck. Finishes in 13th. Isaiah McLean there, 14th. James Colabully, 15th. Alex Anderson, 16th. James Mahone, 17th. Daniel Mosteller, 18th. Michael Ashmore and Andrew Crine rounding out your top 20 here.
Then we have the number 53 of Michael Keithley finishing 21st. Colby Kersey, 22nd. Nicholas Carissel, 23rd. Howie Detray, 24th. Jonathan Platt, 25th. And Kiri Smith will round out the 26 driver field here tonight. And that is it, folks. I'd say that was one of the most fun races that we have broadcasted here on this channel yet. That was really there wasn't really a point in the race where there wasn't anything to talk about. I mean, that was a very interesting race all around. We had good racing, we had good strategy, good job by all the drivers, handling themselves well, and I definitely had a lot of fun broadcasting this race for you guys. We also just want to mention we hit 80 subscribers during this broadcast tonight. Thank you all so much. We've been getting good viewership recently, and that's all thanks to you guys. Thank you all so much for that. But yeah, that will do it. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. The next race that we will be broadcasting for you guys will be not this coming up Wednesday, but the next will be the Flyby Truck Series back once again, so stay tuned for that. And actually, before that, next week we have Southern National for the Velocity Racing League, once again 1 week from today, so that should be a fun race. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And look forward to next week. Hope you all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next race.